In this episode, we fly on a budget airline out of a small airport and spend some time in South Carolina during the coronavirus pandemic.
So we made it to the St. Pete Clearwater Airport, and looking at the parking lot, we thought it was going to be busy in here, but once we got inside, we saw that it was pretty empty.
Thank you. Smoking is prohibited in the terminal.
This was our first vacation since going on a cruise just before travel came to a halt in March of 2020.
Yeah, we love flying out of this airport. It rarely takes us more than a half hour or so to check our bags and get through security, but today it probably didn't take us more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was really fast. We're already in the terminal here, but over the past several years it's been under construction, and they finally completed what they've been working on, so we're going to show you.
This terminal had been torn up for what seems like years. Prior to Mazzaro's, the food options were extremely limited, so now having an Italian market seems like a luxury. Mazzaro's offers coffee and breakfast, along with flatbreads, pizza, and sandwiches, and a full bar. It's located directly across from Gate 8.
Since we got through security so fast, we decided to grab a beer and a coffee. Skylar, what did you get?
I got a Goose IPA. I was a little disappointed that an Italian restaurant had no Italian beers. I was planning on getting a Peroni, but this is not a bad option to fall back on.
So Skylar got me a latte, and it was only $4. $4 in an airport is super reasonable, so I'm really happy with it.
Is it actually any good though?
Yeah, I like it.
The boarding process had been altered due to COVID, and passengers boarded from the back of the plane to the front of the plane. Once everyone had boarded, the flight attendants did rearrange passengers who were not traveling together in order to promote social distancing.
And follow along as we demonstrate the safety features of this A320 aircraft. Our aircraft is equipped with 8 clearly marked exits. These include 2 doors in the front, 1 on either side. 4 wing exits located in rows 12 and 14.
Alright folks, we're going to be next to go when we get all the way down there to runway 22. It's going to be an hour and 12 minutes, wheels up, wheels down. Should be a smooth flight.
Overall, the experience flying during the pandemic was as good as it could be. We never felt crowded in the airport or on the airplane. And everyone we interacted with wore masks as required. Flight attendants did have PPE for anyone who needed it. Our experience flying during the pandemic was positive. We are curious if you've flown during the pandemic. If so, let us know about your experience in the comments.
We've arrived in Greenville, South Carolina. We had a really nice flight. They got us here about 20 minutes early, and the sunset was pretty spectacular. We're waiting for our luggage now.
Even the airport in Greenville, South Carolina was not crowded. From our experience, if you have to travel during the pandemic, we would recommend considering flying out of smaller and less busy airports. Alright, so we got our car rental finally. Not gonna lie, I think we were both a little bit disappointed. Morning everyone! We made it to Greenville, South Carolina last night, and we ended up at an extended stay. And I'd say it was really nice.
Yeah, I really liked it. It seemed to be pretty much brand new.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. Now, we didn't do much recording last night. We were pretty tired after working all day and then traveling. But this morning, we got up early. We were excited to start our adventures, and that's when we realized that I had forgotten to pack the screw that connects our GoPro to all of our attachments, which is kind of crazy because I usually have like 3 or 4 of those with me. So we had to do a little detour.
Yeah, luckily there was a Walmart that was only a couple miles out of the way, and it actually allowed us to explore Greenville a little more, which Greenville turns out to be a really nice city, so we kind of enjoyed driving around. And once we did make it to Walmart, we weren't able to find an actual selfie or an actual GoPro screw, but we were able to just find a bolt in the hardware section that did the trick.
So we are starting off our trip being flexible. Right now we're on our way to get some coffee. We'll see you there. The day started off a little gloomy for a few reasons. First, we didn't get free breakfast at our hotel due to COVID. Second, we had the GoPro situation. And third, it was cloudy. But that's okay because it was about to get better. So we made it to this coffee shop that Skylar had identified. It's called Scandi Tiny Coffee. We knew it was Scandinavian and we knew that it looked really cool, but what we didn't know was that it's located in a tiny home community. It's located on Simply Less Circle in Greer, South Carolina. While the inside is small, the establishment really knows how to make use of the space. Scandi Tiny Coffee serves passenger coffee and sells local Scandinavian artwork. If the cute tiny home vibe isn't your thing, that's okay. They have plenty of outdoor space to spread out. We got our drinks at Scandi Coffee. Skylar, what did you get?
Got a pumpkin latte.
And how is it?
It's excellent. I think they use fresh pumpkin. It's not overly sweet, so yeah, it's delicious.
Sounds like a great coffee for you. And I got one of their specialty coffees. The name was Garden something, but I don't remember the full name of it. It has rosemary and also honey, and it's also delicious. All right, we got our coffee, and we're back on the road.
Yeah, after the whole GoPro screw ordeal and spending a little time longer than we expected at the coffee shop, we're about an hour behind already, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're not minding it. This drive is beautiful. Both of us have not been to South Carolina before, so this is our first time experiencing the state.
Yeah, that's true. We've been to North Carolina before, but this is the first time in South Carolina, and I am really enjoying it as well.
So we're just going to continue enjoying the views on our way to the first hiking spot. Thankfully, the weather cleared up and the sun came out when we were getting coffee. We also drove through a charming little downtown in South Carolina.
So we just crossed the border into North Carolina now, and I kind of told Jamie to try to keep us on side roads just because there's generally a better view, but as you can see, even this stretch here on the interstate is just beautiful.
And here's where our first episode will come to an end. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of our adventures in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn the notifications on. In the next episode, we will begin our hiking adventures at Rumbling Bald and Chimney Rock. You might also get to meet some of our goat friends. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. And I got one of their specialty coffees. It was garden themed. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it has honey and gardenia in it. Is that right? No. Rosemary.
What did you say?
Gardenia.
What's that? Not even a real thing.
It's not something in my coffee though.
Way down by your feet. And any trash you guys put down there during the flight, you pick that trash up and hand over to your places and come to the aisle.
Okay.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.